Ever feel like you're not just in the water, but of it? Like your heartbeat is an echo of something deeper, older? Have you ever felt a pull to the water so deep it feels like a memory? Like you didn't just find swimming, it somehow found you? Let's dive in. You ever have that feeling? Not just that you like something, but that you were somehow built for it? That in the chaos of life, there's one element where everything just clicks. For some, it's a stage. For others, a blank page. But for a select few, it's this: gesture to the water. The water, not just as a place to visit, but as a place they somehow, inexplicably, come from. Welcome back. Today we're diving into something deeper than technique, deeper than lap times. We're exploring the idea of being born to swim. Now that sounds poetic, maybe a little romantic. But what if I told you there's a growing body of science and lived experience that suggests it might be more than just a feeling? Let's look at the evidence. First, the physiology. Some studies point to what's informally called a swimmer's body, the long torso, the broad shoulders, but that's just the frame. The real story is in the response. For the true aquatic born, the moment they submerge, a physiological shift occurs. The heart rate lowers more dramatically than the average person's, a mammalian dive reflex in overdrive. There's a reported, almost meditative synchronization of breath and movement that doesn't feel forced but innate. The water isn't a barrier, it's a conduit. Then there's the neurological aspect. Neuroscientists talk about flow state, that zone of complete absorption. For the born swimmer, the water is the most reliable trigger. The repetitive motion, the sound of their own breath, the weightlessness. It creates a sensory environment that uniquely quiets the noise of the mind. It's less about escaping the world and more about returning to a personal, primordial one. Their thoughts don't stop. They just start moving in rhythm with the strokes. But here's the most fascinating part, the part that goes beyond the individual. This concept of the waves within isn't just about internal calm. It speaks to resilience. Think about a wave itself. It doesn't fight the ocean. It doesn't resist the wind or the lunar pull. It is formed by these forces, it moves with them, yet it maintains its own shape, its own power, until it reaches the shore. A person born to swim embodies this principle. They don't muscle through life's resistance head-on. They learn to move with it. They understand rhythm, timing, and the necessity of sometimes diving beneath a problem to surface on the other side. The resilience they build in the pool, pushing through the burn, adapting to rough, metaphorical water, translates. They carry a deep, fluid strength. I've spoken to so many for whom swimming was never just a sport. It was sanctuary. It was identity. For some, it was the only place their ADHD mind found peace. For others, it was the therapy that healed a broken heart. They describe a homesickness for the water when they're away from it too long. So are we literally born with chlorine in our veins? Probably not, but we might be born with a blueprint, a unique alignment of mind and body that finds its truest expression, its deepest peace, and its greatest strength in the water. The waves within are those patterns of thought, that innate resilience, that silent heartbeat that matches the lap of water against the wall. It's the recognition that for some, the water isn't just where they swim. It's in a very real sense where they are most truly themselves. If this resonates, if you've ever felt that call, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. What does the water give you that nothing else can? Until next time, keep exploring your own depths. If that resonated with you, you're not alone. Your relationship with the water is a story worth telling. Let's keep the conversation flowing in the comments.